The Galactic Council sent a fleet to Earth. It wasn't large, only 10 ships, a warning force. Their job was simple: fly near Earth's orbit, show some power, and scare the humans. No weapons would be fired, unless Earth attacked first. "Earth will bow," said Admiral Thiller of the Zarnak Empire. "They'll see our ships and beg to join the Council." The fleet entered Earth's solar system with bright lights and loud transmissions. They didn't cloak. They wanted Earth to see them coming. They reached Earth's orbit in 7 hours. And then, everything went silent. No response from Earth. No signals. No greetings. No threats. Nothing. The cities below looked dark. No power. No movement. Satellites vanished from radar. It felt wrong. Admiral Thaler frowned. Strange. It's like Earth turned itself off. One officer spoke, nervous. "Sir, I'm detecting strange objects near the moon's dark side." "What kind of objects?" "Large, not showing on regular scanners. Cloaked, but there's movement." Before Thaler could reply, the main screen flashed. A new signal. From Earth. A calm voice. "We warned you." The next second, the dark side of the moon lit up. Black ships appeared, hundreds. Massive, silent, deadly. They came from behind craters, hidden bays, and orbital shadows. The Council fleet didn't even have time to prepare. The first alien ship exploded in less than 3 seconds. Then another. And another. One by one, the Council ships were torn apart. No warning, no mercy. The humans didn't speak again. They didn't ask for surrender. They just erased the threat. In less than 4 minutes, only one ship remained. It was badly damaged, engines failing. A small escape pod launched from it, speeding into deep space, carrying one survivor. Inside the pod, the alien captain recorded a final message. "They are not what we thought. Earth is darkness hidden behind a smile. Do not return. Do not challenge them. They do not fear us. They prepared for us." The pod vanished into space, carrying the warning home. On the Galactic Council homeworld, panic spread. A room once full of laughter now buzzed with fear. The message from the escape pod was played again and again. They destroyed 9 ships in minutes. They didn't even use full force. Earth has cloaking tech beyond our sensors. Why didn't we see this coming? Council leaders argued. We must send more fleets. No, we must talk to them. Talk? They didn't talk. They killed without speaking. Commander Varnock stood at the center, calm, cold. "I told you, they were not weak. They were waiting." The Zarnak leader slammed the table. "So what do we do now?" Varnock looked around the room. "We wait." Meanwhile, in orbit above Saturn, Earth's command ship, Eclipse One, hovered silently. The human fleet had returned without a scratch. Inside, General Mira stood before a galactic map. The AI spoke. Alien fleet destroyed. Message pod allowed to escape. Fear level on Council worlds increasing. Mira nodded. "Perfect. Next orders. We let them panic. Let them guess what we'll do next." She turned to her commanders. "We showed them our power. But not all of it. Now they know. Earth does not forget. Earth does not forgive. And Earth never fights unless it has already won." A quiet buzz filled the room as Earth's warships powered down and entered silent mode again, becoming invisible once more. Far away, in a hidden archive deep inside the moon, an ancient human scientist watched the reports. He smiled. "They laughed for 100 years, he whispered. "But silence is the sharpest blade." He looked at the wall, covered in symbols not of Earth. Alien shapes, ancient texts. "Let them fear," he said. "They haven't even seen what Earth truly hides." The stars watched, the planets turned, and the galaxy laughed. In the Great Hall of the Galactic Council, Leaders from over 200 alien civilizations gathered. They talked about trade, peace, war, and Earth. Every time someone mentioned the small blue planet, laughter followed. Earth, said the insect-like leader of the Zarnak Empire. They still burn fuel to fly. The council chamber echoed with laughter. Their warships use metal, shouted a lizard alien. Metal, like cave animals. They have only one moon, giggled a creature made of gas. And they worship it. For decades, Earth had been a joke. The weak, young species from the edge of the Milky Way. No faster than light travel. No colonies. No seat in the council. They were not a threat. They were not important. But one alien in that room didn't laugh. Commander Varnock of the Krylos Empire sat in silence. He looked at the screen showing Earth's data. Something was wrong. Something didn't make sense. Earth was supposed to be weak. But then why? Why did their satellite signal match an ancient war code? A code lost thousands of years ago, used only by extinct warrior races. Varnock leaned closer. The signal from Earth was repeating the same sequence. Axeliom 9. Reson. Phase Delta. No human should know those words. He stood up. I request silence. The laughter died. Earth has sent out a deep space signal, he said. It uses a code not spoken in this galaxy for over 5,000 cycles. An old robot diplomat shook its head. Probably random noise. Earth's tech is primitive. No, Varnock said. I've seen this before. When the Krail Empire fell, this was the last code they sent before activating their doomsday fleet. The room became quiet. A fish-like alien scoffed. Earth doesn't even have ships. Don't be dramatic. I'm sending a scout to Earth, Varnock said, just to be sure. Far away, near Earth's orbit, a small stealth ship arrived. It was black, smooth, and silent. Inside was Agent Nareen, one of the best spies in the galaxy. He watched Earth through his sensors. Simple planet, he muttered. Still using satellites. Still sending TV signals. He scanned cities, cars, planes, electricity, oceans, all normal. Then he went deeper. Underground. That's when everything changed. Hidden far below Earth's surface, he found something terrifying. Massive cities powered by fusion. Training camps filled with soldiers wearing strange armor. Factories building large machines. Machines too advanced for Earth's known technology. He saw huge hangars, each holding black, triangular warships. Ships bigger than anything he'd seen before. And on the ships, glowing symbols. Not human, not alien, but something older. His hands shook. How? How did they build this without anyone knowing? He tried to send a message to Varnock. Warning. Earth is not what it seems. Repeat. Earth is static. Something jammed his signal. Then his ship's power failed. Lights off. Engines dead. Nareen's last thought. They knew I was watching. Back at the council, Varnock waited. Hours passed. No reply from the scout. Finally, a message arrived. Not from Nareen. It was a voice. Human. Calm. Cold. To those who laugh, we heard you. The screen went black. Silence filled the chamber. The gas creature whispered. That wasn't possible. Earth doesn't have deep space comms. Varnock turned to the council. Earth has been hiding. Watching. Preparing. They let us laugh while they built something. The Zarnak leader hissed. Are you saying Earth is dangerous? Varnock nodded. No. I'm saying Earth is ready. High above Earth, on the dark side of the moon, dozens of black warships floated, silent, unseen. Each ship bore no flag, no signal. Inside one of them, a woman stood in front of a screen. Her uniform was dark, her face calm. Status, she asked. Scout ship intercepted. Transmission blocked. Message delivered, the AI said. She nodded. Good. Behind her, rows of Earth's finest soldiers stood ready, trained in silence, prepared for war. "Let them laugh," she said. "We will show them why silence is more powerful than noise." The black spy ship floated above Earth, dead and cold. Inside, Agent Nareen struggled to stay calm. His controls didn't work. Lights were gone. Power gone. Nothing answered his commands. He knew one thing for sure now. Earth had seen him, and they had shut him down, without even firing a shot. Nareen looked out the front window. Earth was bright below, spinning quietly. But now, he knew it was just a mask. Underneath that peaceful surface, something powerful waited. He reached for the backup communicator, a small device hidden in his suit. He pressed the emergency code. "Emergency. Scout 7 reporting. Earth is not weak. They have cloaked ships, underground bases, advanced air. Repeat. Earth is not." The signal cut. Static. Then, a voice. "We warned you." It was human. Calm. Female. Cold. Then silence again. Nareen's heart raced. He had to get out. He pulled open the manual escape pod inside the ship. Small. Cramped. Only one jump possible. He aimed it at Mars, where a Krylos outpost waited. As the pod launched, he looked back and saw them. 3 giant black ships, no lights, no sound, just drifting near Earth's moon. Watching. They didn't follow. They didn't need to. They had made their point. 6 days later, on the Krylos base near Mars, Commander Varnock stood inside the medical room. The escape pod had arrived just hours ago. Inside, Agent Nareen lay weak, pale, and terrified. Varnock stepped closer. "Report." Nareen looked at him. His voice shook. "We were wrong. Earth is not a child." "Explain." "They are hiding an army. Ships like we've never seen. Giant war machines. Smart A's. They've been training underground. Maybe for years. Maybe decades." Varnock frowned. "Impossible. Their planet data shows no signs of war technology." "That's the trick," Nareen whispered. "They've hidden it. I scanned the surface first. Nothing. Then I went deeper. Their real world. It's under the ground." Varnock turned to his officers. "Run deep scans of Earth. No more surface-level checks. Full spectrum. Now." One of the officers said, "Sir, that violates Earth's planetary privacy code." "Do it anyway," Varnock said. "Earth is not what we thought." Meanwhile, at the Galactic Council, the laughter had returned. "They sent a scout, and now he's silent," said a blue-feathered ambassador. "Maybe Earth ate him." The room burst into jokes again. Only Varnock didn't laugh. He stormed into the council hall. "You all sit here and laugh while Earth builds a secret fleet." The Zarnak leader rolled its eyes. "Oh, please. You're being dramatic. Ask yourselves." Varnock shouted. "How could they send a deep space message without using our network? How could they intercept and block one of our ships without firing a shot?" A whisper spread through the hall. "Maybe Earth made a deal with something older." "No species grows this fast alone," muttered a plant-like being. "They were silent for too long," another said. "Maybe they were watching, learning." The laughter began to fade. Back on Earth, inside a hidden base beneath Antarctica, General Mira stood in front of a large screen. "Alien scout escaped," said the AI. "Let him," she said. "His report will alarm the council." "Exactly," Mira smiled. "Let them panic. Let them wonder. It's time they knew we're not the same humans they remember." Behind her, a massive map of the galaxy lit up. Red dots showed council-controlled space. Blue dots marked Earth's secret outposts, some already built, some in progress. "We gave them peace. They gave us mockery," Mira said. "Now they will see what happens when humans prepare in silence." In deep space, a message traveled faster than light. "Encrypted. human-made, sent from Earth's hidden command ship near Pluto. Phase Delta complete. Scout neutralized. Armada preparation, 92%. On the other end, a reply came from deep within Earth. Begin Phase Sigma. Let the stars know. We were never sleeping. The galaxy was silent now. For years, Earth had been the joke of the stars. Weak, slow, behind in technology, a planet full of noise and chaos. Now, no one laughed. The destruction of the Council fleet shocked every corner of the galaxy. News spread fast. How 9 powerful alien ships were destroyed in minutes. How Earth said nothing. How they vanished back into the dark after the battle. The Council called it an unprovoked attack. But some knew the truth. Commander Varnock watched the data again, frame by frame. The speed, the precision, the silence. They didn't attack, he whispered. They defended. A new question haunted him. If that was Earth's defense, what does their offense look like? Back on Earth, deep under the frozen ice of Antarctica, General Mira walked into a cold, dark room. Metal doors opened with a deep hiss. Inside, giant machines stood like sleeping giants, silent, heavy, and deadly. Earth's real army. Not soldiers, not tanks, but ships. The Armada. Each ship was shaped like a blade, sharp, black, and smooth, taller than buildings, longer than any alien dreadnought. Made not of metal, but of a new material, dark crystal tech taken from something the galaxy had forgotten. Status report, Mira said. The AI answered. Armada activation at 94%. Weapons systems tested. Warp drive stable. Cloaking verified. Ready for command. Mira looked up. When will the last ship be finished? 3 days. She nodded. Begin silent deployment. The giant hangar came alive. Lights turned blue. Engines hummed low. Massive doors opened slowly as the first ship, Obsidian One, lifted from the ground and disappeared into the sky. One by one, Earth's Armada left the planet, cloaked, quiet, untouchable. In deep space, far from Earth, an ancient being opened its eyes. It was not part of the Council. It was older, wiser, and dangerous. It felt something it hadn't felt in 1,000 years. Human war code activated, it whispered. Old signals, forgotten patterns. Its eyes glowed red. The Terrans have returned. It turned toward its command ship, an ancient world-sized machine buried inside a dead star. Wake the Sentinels, it said. We may need to remember how to bleed. Meanwhile, back at the Galactic Council, fear had turned to division. Some wanted to talk to Earth. Others wanted war. But none agreed on what Earth really was. They are still human, said one ambassador. No, Varnock replied. They were. Not anymore. A new report came in. Unconfirmed signals from dozens of star systems. Massive ships, moving fast, silently. No IDs, no response, no trail. Are they Earth's? Someone asked. We don't know, said the tech officer. Where are they going? The screen showed a list. All the planets that once mocked Earth. Every single one of them. Inside Eclipse One, now hidden near a gas giant, General Mira stood in the command deck. Screens showed the Armada, now over 300 ships, spreading across the stars, each moving like a shadow. Targets locked, she asked. Yes, General, the AI replied. Non-lethal strikes planned. Objective. Fear, not destruction. She nodded. Good. We don't want to rule them. Just remind them. Remind them of what? Mira looked out into space. That Earth listens, watches, waits, and when the time is right, strikes. She turned to her crew. This isn't just war. It's history correcting itself. Across the galaxy, lights blinked. Warning systems screamed. Shadows moved across alien skies. and one message echoed across hidden frequencies. The Armada has risen. The galaxy was trembling. The sight of Earth's silent Armada spreading through the stars had sent shockwaves across every world. No one knew what Earth wanted. No one knew if the humans were about to destroy them all, or if they were simply showing their power. Either way, fear had taken hold. It had been 3 days since Earth's ships began their silent march. Entire fleets of alien vessels had pulled back. Planets that had once dismissed Earth as insignificant were now placing themselves on high alert. But one place had not reacted. One place had stayed silent even longer than the rest. The Ancient One, a being whose existence had been forgotten by most. It was old, older than the Galactic Council, older than even the first empires that ruled the stars. It had witnessed wars, rise and fall of civilizations. It had watched the galaxy grow, and it had watched the humans. Now it watched them again. The ancient being stood in the heart of a dead star, its massive form hidden from all the scanners of the galaxy. It had been waiting for this. You feel it, don't you? A voice echoed from its shadow. It was the voice of an old mechanical entity, one of its sentinels. Yes, the ancient being replied. Its voice was like thunder, deep and heavy. I feel the humans. They are not like the others. The sentinel said. They are more than just another species to conquer. They are a challenge, something we have not faced for eons. The ancient being's eyes glowed red as it looked out into the darkness of space. It saw the Armada, Earth's ships, moving toward the Council's borders. But it did not fear them. Not yet. Prepare the sentinels, the ancient being ordered. We will remind them what happens when the galaxy's true rulers are threatened. On the outskirts of Council space, Earth's Armada appeared from the darkness. The black ships moved without a sound, slipping through space like shadows. They made no demands. They did not fire. They did not speak. But their presence was enough. They were a warning. One by one, they passed alien worlds, their cloaking systems making them nearly invisible. The ships moved slowly at first, as if letting their power be felt, letting it sink into the hearts of every living thing that watched them. And still, Earth did not speak. The Armada was a message in itself. General Mira stood in the command room of Eclipse One, watching the progress of the Armada across the stars. Are the targets locked? She asked calmly. Confirmed, the AI responded. But there is no response from the planets. They are too afraid to act. Mira nodded. Let them be afraid. They have to know they are not the only ones who can rule the stars. She turned to the map. Earth's ships were scattered across various star systems. Some were parked at strategic locations near Council planets. Others remained hidden, waiting for the perfect moment. I want all fleets prepared, she said. It's time to remind the galaxy of who we are. Far away, the ancient being awoke fully from its long, quiet slumber. The sentinels moved with it, silent, massive forms that came to life with the ancient energy pulsing through the dead star. The first planet to feel the weight of their arrival was a small, peaceful world. The sentinels' arrival was like a shadow falling over the sun. It wasn't long before the entire planet was covered in darkness. A broadcast went out. A single, cold message. You have forgotten what happens when the true rulers of the galaxy return. We are the Ancient Ones. We are the Sentinels. And we are coming for Earth. The message reached Earth's fleet instantly. Mira's eyes narrowed. She had expected this. Earth's enemies were waking up. And now, they had shown their hand. They have no idea what we are capable of, she whispered. A tactical officer looked up. General, the Sentinels are already moving. They're targeting planets across the galaxy. It's only a matter of time before they reach Earth. Mira turned. We won't wait. We move first. The Sentinels moved through space like a tidal wave, crushing anything in their path. They were a force of nature, unstoppable and ancient, designed to wipe out civilizations with terrifying speed. But Earth was different. Earth had never feared the galaxy's threats. And now, The Armada was prepared to make its own stand. Back in the heart of the ancient star, the being watched as its sentinels destroyed one planet after another. Soon, they would be close to Earth. It smiled. They have sent their best, the being muttered to itself. But their best cannot stop us. We are the true rulers. They will bend their knee. The galaxy was in chaos. The sentinels, massive, ancient beings, were sweeping across the stars, destroying every planet in their path. Their arrival had shattered any sense of security. Entire civilizations were being wiped out, leaving nothing but ash and fear. No one was prepared for this level of destruction. And now, Earth was in their sights. But Earth wasn't afraid. On Earth, the command room of Eclipse One hummed with activity. General Mira stood at the center, surrounded by her most trusted officers. The atmosphere was tense, but she remained calm, as always. The AI spoke in a flat, emotionless voice. Sentinels are approaching Earth's borders. Estimated time of arrival, 12 hours. Mira nodded. Prepare the Armada. All ships in position. One officer turned to her, concern in his eyes. General, the Sentinels are unlike anything we've ever seen. They're older than the galaxy itself. We've never fought something like this. Mira's eyes hardened. They'd forgotten what Earth can do. This is not about power. This is about will. Earth has always fought when it needed to, and we will fight again. She turned to the tactical officer. Launch the counter-offensive. We won't wait for them to strike first. Above Earth, the Armada lay in wait. More than 300 ships, silent and invisible, were positioned around Earth's orbit. The black ships were cloaked, their presence hidden from any scanners or sensors. Each ship was a giant, deadly weapon, but it wasn't their size that made them terrifying. It was their purpose. The purpose was simple: survival. Earth had built its Armada for this moment, a silent, deadly force waiting to remind the galaxy that humanity was no longer a joke. They were a force to be reckoned with. And now, the galaxy's greatest enemy was coming for them. The Sentinels reached Earth's atmosphere within hours. They were massive, towering forms, larger than any warship the Council had ever seen. They didn't need weapons to destroy. Their sheer size and power were enough. They appeared out of nowhere, cloaked in the darkness of space, and their first target was the moon. In an instant, the surface of the moon was scorched, and a large portion of it was torn apart. Pieces of rock floated in space like deadly debris. But Earth's response was swift. The first wave of Eclipse One ships emerged from the shadows. Hundreds of black ships rose from their hidden positions, powered up and ready for battle. They moved together in perfect formation, their weapons charging. Earth's Armada didn't hesitate. The first battle was brief, but brutal. The Sentinels tried to strike, but the speed and precision of Earth's ships took them by surprise. Each Sentinel was massive, but the human ships were faster, more agile. They attacked in perfect coordination, striking at the Sentinels' weak points with deadly accuracy. The clash of power was deafening. On Earth, Mira watched as the battle unfolded. Her heart raced, but she remained calm. She knew this was their chance. This was the moment that would decide everything. "General," said an officer, "we've breached their outer defenses, but there's more coming. We need to act now before their reinforcements arrive." Mira nodded. "Initiate Phase Alpha. We'll hit them with everything we've got." The AI responded. "Phase Alpha engage. All fleets on high alert. Maximum output." The battle intensified as the Sentinels launched a retaliatory strike. Energy blasts shot across space, shaking the very fabric of the universe. But Earth's ships were relentless. Their weapon systems were powerful, and their precision unmatched. They struck with deadly force, targeting the Sentinels' core systems, their weak points. But the Sentinels were not so easily defeated. With each blast, they grew more aggressive, more destructive. The sky above Earth turned into a war zone. In the heart of the battle, General Mira stood at the center of her ship, watching as the fight raged on. She felt the weight of her responsibility pressing down on her. She knew that if Earth lost this fight, it would be the end of everything. But she would not let that happen. "Deploy the final weapon," she ordered. A low hum filled the command room as a secret weapon hidden inside Earth's ships activated. The weapon wasn't a bomb or a missile. It was something far more dangerous. It was a signal. A signal that would disrupt the ancient technology of the Sentinels. A signal that would disable their systems, stop them from functioning. The AI confirmed. Signal deployed. The Sentinels are shutting down. Across the battlefield, the Sentinels stopped moving. The blast of energy they had been preparing fizzled out. Their massive forms froze in place, their systems going dark. It was a moment of silence. Then, Earth's ships closed in, finishing the fight. Back in the command room, Mira stood still, her eyes fixed on the screen. The Sentinels had been defeated. For now. "Victory," she whispered, but there was no celebration. Not yet. She turned to her officers. "We've won this battle. But the war is far from over. We've only just begun." The galaxy was still. The battle was over. The massive Sentinels, those ancient, terrifying beings, had been defeated. Earth's Armada had proven that humanity was not weak, not helpless. They had shown the galaxy what they were capable of. But as the smoke of war cleared, the silence felt heavy. The victory had come at a high cost. In the aftermath of the battle, the once terrifying black ships of the Sentinels drifted in space, lifeless. Their ancient technology, once unstoppable, now lay dormant. Earth's Armada had emerged victorious, but the war was not truly over. The galaxy had been changed forever. General Mira stood in the command room of Eclipse One, watching the scene unfold on the screens in front of her. The destruction of the Sentinels was only the beginning. Now, the true challenge would begin. "We've won the battle," Mira said softly, turning to her officers. "But the real work starts now." Her voice was calm, but there was no hiding the weight in her eyes. The galaxy was looking at Earth now, not with fear, but with respect. They had seen what humanity could do. They had seen the power Earth could wield when pushed too far. But would they accept it? Would they treat Earth as an equal? Or would they fear the humans they had once laughed at? Across the galaxy, messages of Earth's victory spread like wildfire. Entire worlds watched as the human ships, still cloaked in the darkness of space, returned to their home planet. But the message Earth sent out was clear. Earth was no longer just a small, weak world. Earth was now a force to be reckoned with. In the heart of the Galactic Council, chaos had replaced the once confident leaders. "How did this happen?" one council member asked, his voice shaking. "We lost to them, to humans." Another leader slammed his fist on the table. "They didn't just beat us. They crushed us. And they didn't even need to try. What's worse is, they're still out there. They're still watching us." Varnock, the once proud commander of the Zarnek fleet, stood silently, his face cold and unreadable. He had underestimated Earth. He had underestimated humanity's ability to fight back. "They're not like any species we've faced before," Varnock muttered to himself. "They don't fight to conquer. They fight to survive. And that makes them dangerous." Back on Earth, life began to return to normal. The warships that had once filled the skies slowly disappeared into their secret hangars, hidden once again. The people of Earth, however, knew that things had changed. They had seen their planet's true strength, and it had awakened something deep inside them. General Mira stood on the balcony of a high tower in a quiet city, looking out over the horizon. The stars were visible, and Earth's night sky was peaceful once more. But she knew this peace wouldn't last forever. The galaxy would change, and so would Earth's place in it. "We've won," she whispered, but it was a bittersweet victory. The galaxy had seen what Earth could do. But would they now accept Earth as an equal? Or would they forever fear the humans who had destroyed the ancient Sentinels? Mira didn't know, but she was ready to find out. A small ship entered Earth's atmosphere, a lone envoy sent by the Galactic Council. The leaders of the Council had made their decision. They would meet with Earth. The Council didn't want war. They didn't want to fight humanity. But they knew now that Earth could not be ignored. The future of the galaxy would be decided by this meeting. And Earth, once seen as insignificant, would have a seat at the table. Inside Eclipse One, Mira received the message. Her eyes glinted with a spark of hope. "It's time," she said softly. The time for Earth to lead was now. The end.